Hello, you beautiful people of the internet. I have terrible news. I tried another gacha game, and unfortunately for you and me, I liked it. Jokes aside, Tribe 9 sponsored me to go and check out their game, and so this video is my first impressions of it. I've played it all day, and I'm gonna let you know whether or not it's worth your time. Friendly reminder, anything I say during these sponsored videos, I would not say if I didn't believe. That being said, let's hop into it. What is Tribe 9? You start off as the main character. You're dropped into this weird video game styled world, and it turns out to be an illusion conjured up by this powerful evil man. The purpose is kind of unclear, but he gave you that main character amnesia. But luckily for you, you're rescued by two of your childhood friends who you slowly start to re-remember or rekindle the relationship with. And then you meet the team who are there to save you and take down Zero and his evil satellites that are zapping people on Earth. And then you meet the main villain, Zero, and he gives you the whole purpose of why he kidnapped you, and he wants all of you guys to like participate in the death games so you can train and get stronger to eventually like entertain him. And then he kills your two best friends. Yeah, remember the space lasers from earlier? Yeah. Bah, bah, which is crazy. A crazy way to start the game. And honestly, the dialogue and the pacing from all of the start of the story is really good. It's really alluring. It's really energetic. And the world building, it does a really good job of setting the stage. And there's a really cool thing that happens in the story where you get in these high stakes death baseball matches, but you use like the story knowledge you've acquired. I don't know how to describe it. The visuals will help a lot. It's a really cool mechanic of telling the story, and you have to acquire like these bits when you're playing through these regions to then use in the baseball games. And it's really entertaining. And then going into the art style, they mix like this pixel 2D, 3D animation, and it looks amazing. And walking around and exploring the overworld in this game is beautiful, and it's super entertaining. Like all the little puzzles you can do, all of the different rooms and the different designs in like the shops. It's gorgeous. I love it. Very serotonin inducing. Man, it just feels good. But the main thing that is crazy about this game is the combat. The combat in this game, when I tell you, might be one of the most satisfying, best combat systems. It goes toe-to-toe with any gacha I've played. It is so exhilarating, entertaining, high stakes, high punishment. You get to play as your party of three, and you can swap characters at any point in time, but at least from what I've discovered and what I've seen is you mainly choose one character and play as them, and you play with all your characters at once on the battlefield, and it is so fun. At the beginning, I was a little bit worried because there's like mini alt interactions that you have. You have the classic like big alt you can do, which has an animation, but then you have mini alts that have animations as well. I thought that would be like a little too many animations during combat, but once I got out of like the more tutorial combats, that was not a problem at all. And you discover that you get to like spam character interactions, dodging moves, parrying, evading, alting. It just feels so satisfying and so good with the music and the environment and playing as your characters. And at any point you can switch, but I really like the fact that you're able to like have your favorite character and like main DPS them, and you don't really lose out on anything because your other characters are still in the combat with you, and you're not really incentivized, at least that I can tell, to swap characters during combat, which honestly I kind of like. I kind of like choosing one character and like learning their move set and like playing as them with your whole team. There's like a status bar you build up for your team during combat, and the enemy builds up a status bar, and when you build up yours, you can do alts and you get other buffs. When the enemy gets their meter going up, it changes their combat style, and like when it's a boss, they go into like the next phase or whatever, and it's so cool. It is pure serotonin. The combination of the overworld exploration and into the combat, it just is very satisfying. This video is taking me longer than I thought it would because I kept distracting myself by playing more of the game. Like, oh, please, one more hit before I record. Please, just a little more. I should. Do I really know? Do I really know what I'm talking about? I should play for another 3 hours. But all in all, combat's phenomenal. And I wish more people got to try this game, even if it was just for the combat alone. But the whole package of the game, the characters, the combat, the art style, the overworld, and the diversity of like the cast of characters, and like there's this like, you go from like overzealous punk kid to know-it-all guy to like super big, rich, snobby guy who thinks he can bribe everyone. For example, I already have some favorite characters. Q, Roku, and Saruko, I think is how you pronounce. But the personalities of these characters and their play styles are so unique. Every character, I tried out a bunch of different characters, as I'm probably showing throughout this video. A majority of the gameplay in this video is from my account, by the way. I tried a bunch of different combat styles, and a really cool thing is in the first like 2 hours of playing this game, you already get to experience like 8 different characters. Anytime you're with characters in story, you get to trial them and throw them onto your team and swap to them and get their whole movesets and stuff. All the different characters' playstyles are super entertaining, super unique, super fun. Those are my 3 favorite from a combination of their character design, their personality, the little backstory we got, also their playstyle as well. As far as the gameplay loop goes, from what I can tell, it's extremely entertaining. I obviously would have to put more hours in the game, but from people I know who have put in more hours, a lot of them say they are addicted to it and they wish more people played this game and tried this game. And from what I can tell, I get it. I genuinely will keep this game downloaded and keep playing. I'm being 100% honest with you when I say this. Other cool notes before giving you my final thoughts and one criticism. In the Battle Pass, they have skins for the characters already. I think that's actually really cool. I love the fact that you can unlock skins in the Battle Pass along with in-game resources, and the skins looked pretty stinking sick. And in terms of free resources and login bonuses, the game has a lot right out of the gate. Synchronicity, which gives you, I think, a 10 pull. The Steam Positive Feedback Appreciation Campaign, which gives you another 10 pull, I believe. And the 100-line Last Defense Academy, which is an additional 10 pull. These 2 are ending May 7th, though, so if you want to claim them, you got to get in quick. That being said, I do have some criticisms of the game. Some of the polling resources you get like expire after 30 days. And so that's unique. I've never seen a game do that before. I'm not sure if that'll bring up issues or if they have a good way of balancing it. Maybe I misread it, but I could see how some people wouldn't like that. I personally, with the way the game was set up, I don't think it'll matter that much. From what I've read, I heard a lot of people enjoy the free-to-play experience on this game. And so I'm inclined to believe them. The amount of resources you get in this game seems to be pretty generous. I was able to do multiple 10 pulls by after my first session. But other than that, something I really loved about playing this game today is that within the first 2 hours, I played for a lot longer than 2 hours, but in the first 2 hours, it feels like you've experienced a majority of the depth of the game and you know what you're in for. And I feel like it does a really good job with its first initial couple of hours of gameplay, the resources you get, the characters you're introduced to, the combat style, the art style, the world. If you are curious about this game, just try it. And after 2 hours of playing this game, my bet is you'll like it. I know this video is sponsored, so I know you're going to be taking what I say with a grain of salt, but let me once again reassure you, I would never say something I didn't mean in a sponsored video, even though it's a sponsored video, right? That being said, my final thoughts on the game, it is worth trying, 100%. If anything, just try it for 2 hours because it's jam-packed and the pacing is so good. You've gotten to experience a bunch of the core elements of the game and you know what you're in for. And my bet is that you will continue to play. And if not, it's a free game. You just uninstall, right? But I genuinely, when I say this, I mean this. I will be playing this game. And probably even right after I'm recording this, I'm not even joking. I'm hooked. I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. This video took me longer to make than I thought it would because I kept wanting to play more of the game. Those are my thoughts. I would love for you guys to try the game and then let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. And if you'd like to see me do more first impression videos in the future, I genuinely hope this game finds its audience because it would be really cool to see it cultivate its own community and to get support because it's a very fun, entertaining gacha game. That being said, thanks Tribe9 once again for sponsoring this video. You can download down below using my links. You better give Daddy John his money. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Thank you so much for watching. I love ya, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.